Hi guys, it's Jamie here and I'm back with another idea to help you start journaling in 2022, particularly if you don't have much different going on in your life day to day. That's always been my struggle with journaling, that Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, pretty much the same thing happens day in, day out, unless I happen to go on holiday, which given the last 2 years hasn't really happened either. Therefore, I wanted to look at journaling a different way and come up with things that you can journal about or use as journaling prompts that doesn't involve you going out and about with some kind of Instagram worthy jet set lifestyle. The last page we did, I pinned these back because the book's quite chunky. So the last idea was to keep a very simple January bucket list. Now the reason I kept it simple is if I write a bucket list, I often don't get any of it done, let alone 10, 20 different things. You know you, and you know how much you can and can't do in a month, or will and won't do in a month. I can do 10 or 20 things a month. I just lack the motivation. I kept mine down to 4 things: a movie night, reading a book called The Eight, having lunch with a friend, and visiting my mum in her new house in the Cotswolds. Pretty simple stuff. That was actually quite a arty spread, and I thought, well, I don't want everything I do to be mixed media and super time consuming, because some of you have busy lives and don't want to spend hours doing a journal page but would still like to keep a journal. Therefore, for this idea, I'm keeping it really, really simple. I've gone online to the PicsArt app, which a lot of you might know if you've listened to any of my previous videos. I mention them a lot because there's lots of nice free images on there. I picked up this one. I altered the colours slightly. It was a lot pinker in the original. That's all I've done to it. And I thought we could glue this down as some background, maybe even in the centre. I was going to do it at the sides, but I might do it at the centre. I've also, using the same app, chosen quite a nice but clear font, printed that up and just ripped that out. And I found some snowflake designs on there that you could choose the colour for, so I went with a pink. So we've got pinks and lilacs. I've done a lot of blues, thought we should change it up a bit. The spread I'm going to do today is favourite things, a bit like that song, These Are a Few of My Favourite Things. Now that's going to play annoyingly in your head. I thought you could do this as a monthly thing. My favourite things about January, my favourite things about February, etc, etc. I am going to call this hug, the Danish for cosy, comforting, secure, that kind of feeling. I'm actually part Danish, so it's nice that I can have learnt a Danish word. I've done this on paper, sticker paper, normal paper. Really not too much involved because I've already thought about what I like about January. That maybe was a bigger struggle than most people would realise, partly because I don't like winter. So having to put myself into a place of gratitude for winter was good for me. I thought the one thing I would do to merge some of these bits together is just edge it. It's a junk journaling technique. I quite like it. This is the Victorian Velvet. I'm not a pink person normally, but for some reason I love this colour. And you might be able to see why in a second. It's sort of dusky pink. It's not a bright, vibrant pink. I just think it's gorgeous and I don't know why. So the first thing I'm going to do is edge this and the words, and then we're going to come back and just do a bit of placement. I think one of the main decisions, having done the edging on everything, including the snowflakes, so it took a little bit of time, is whether I want to put this at the edge so that there is some writing space should I want to use it, or in the centre and just create some design around it. I'm thinking actually that I should go with an edge, and then if I have a few notes to make, I've got the space. That to me potentially is more journally although design wise may not look quite as nice. So this is where I get into issues, because I do love something to look right. Now I'm going to end up going in the centre, aren't I, because it's just going to look better. I'm going to use a Pritt stick to put it down, and I will go with centre. The other thing that needs gluing is the words, but I think I'm going to start with popping down these snowflakes so they cover the whole page, and then the scenes in the middle. I mean, that's not a bad look, probably better than putting them all on the page. These are stickers, so all I have to do, I printed them up on sticker paper, is peel the back off and pop them down. Peeling the back off is always the fun bit for me. There we go. Yeah, so not having left anything to write on, it's fine, because now I can move the design about anyway. I'll put all these down and be back in a minute. Finishing stretch. Things that I try to appreciate about January. Written and torn here. Snuggly beds, frosty mornings, long boots. I love my boots. Open fires, not that I have one, but they always look lovely, and I have had them in the past. Snowflakes, little snow flurries. I probably should have put snow flurries. We had a snow flurry today, very briefly. It was lovely. Blankets. By that I actually mean my big fleecy blankets that I have. They are so snuggly, it sort of goes with snuggly beds. Just being in a cosy bed is just wonderful. Sledging. I used to love sledging as a kid. We haven't had the snow for it for years. Pyjama days. Far more common in winter than they are in summer for me. And hot chocolate with marshmallows, cream and all the toppings. Movie nights, yeah. Again, more likely to happen in the winter. I've not really designed or patterned this at all, apart from occasionally I've taken a snowflake off the page, because something quite nice about design is not to have everything on the page. I will show you what I mean. Even that frosty mornings is going off a bit, but that's okay. So these snowflakes I've taken off the page and then trimmed it back down. Mostly the words are going between the snowflakes. Okay, that one's a bit off the side, but I don't mind that. It's my journal. It doesn't have to be perfect looking. This needs trimming down. Once you trim something off the edge of a page, if you have inked the edges, to keep it uniform, I trimmed that up badly, didn't I? To keep it uniform, you will want to come back in and just ink back over where you've just trimmed it. For a very quick journal page, it looks pretty cool. I know what it's about. Self-explanatory to me. I'm liking it. Sometimes I spend hours doing them, and one that's taken me 5 minutes I like just as much. I think there's a lesson in that somewhere. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It is a free way that you can help me out and help push the video out to others who enjoy art, craft journaling, junk journaling, planning, etc. If you're not already, please consider subscribing. Again, it's another free way you can help me out and make it worth my while spending all this time making videos. And let me know what you think of the favourite things monthly spread for your journal in the comments below. And I will see you next time.